Module F13, the Togaf Certification for People Program. This module is about the Togaf certification for the People Program. Information for this module can be found in your Pocket Guides section 2.3.4.2 and in the main Togaf document chapter 11. The objectives of this module are to describe the Open Group Certification for the People Program for the Togaf standard, understand the levels for certification, understand the paths for certification, and understand the requirements for certification. Togaf certification ensures that individuals are knowledgeable about the Togaf standard and can take fullest advantage of its benefits. The certification also provides a visible trust mark and register. This is the value proposition for individuals. Togaf certification provides a pool of individuals with a measurable knowledge. This is a value proposition for your manager or your employer. So what does Togaf certification for the people really deliver? It ensures that individuals are knowledgeable about the Togaf standard. It is a common baseline of knowledge that provides a visible trust mark. It is a foundation for the emerging profession of enterprise architecture. Level 1, the tag is Togaf 9 Foundation. The purpose is to provide validation that the candidate has gained knowledge of the Togaf terminology, structure, and basic concepts, and understands the core principles of enterprise architecture and the Togaf standard. Level 2, which is Togaf 9 Certified, is to provide validation that in addition to knowledge and comprehension, the candidate is able to analyze and apply knowledge of the Togaf standard. Visually, this is what it looks like. Level 2 is a superset of Level 1. So, Level 2 includes Level 1 in terms of the certification. Individuals requiring basic understanding of the Togaf 9 standard. Professionals working in roles associated with the architecture projects such as those responsible for planning, execution, development, delivery and operation. Architects looking for a first introduction to the Togaf 9 standard. Architects who want to achieve Level 2 certification in a stepwise approach. Individuals requiring a deeper understanding of the Togaf 9 standard. Professionals working in an organization where the Togaf 9 standard has been adopted, and who need to participate in architecture projects and initiatives. Architects who will be responsible for developing architecture artifacts. Architects who wish to introduce the Togaf 9 standard into an architecture practice. Architects who want to achieve a recognized qualification to demonstrate their detailed knowledge of the Togaf 9 standard. These would be the target audience for Level 2 Togaf 9 Certified. This slide shows the paths to Level 2, which is this Togaf certified qualification. The options include a stepwise development or a direct to Level 2. The advantages of the stepwise development and taking the Part 1 and Part 2 exams separately is that you can get the intermediate qualification of Togaf 9 Foundation. Whereas if you go to Level 2 directly with the combined Part 1 and Part 2 exam and fail, you then need to retake the failed Part 2 to get the qualification. But simply, the Togaf 9 Part 1 examination is the only exam that leads to the Togaf 9 Foundation qualification. The combined exam leads direct to the Togaf 9 Certified qualification. Level 1 Togaf 9 Foundation, requirements 13 learning units. These are the components for acquiring your certification. Level 2, the tag Togaf 9 Certified. You have the 13 units from the foundation level plus an additional 26 learning units. Previously, there were 27, but the SOA learning unit has been dropped. So, your focus would be on 26 as opposed to 27 units of the previous set. So for 9.2, they are 26 learning units. Let's go through them. You would have the basic concepts, core concepts, general definitions, introduction to the ADM, enterprise continuum and tools, ADM phases Level 1, ADM guidelines and techniques, architecture governance Level 1, architecture view, viewpoints and stakeholders, building blocks, ADM deliverables Level 1, Togaf reference models Level 1, and of course the Togaf certification program. In addition to the Level 1 units, you then have Preliminary Phase, Architecture Governance Level 2, Business Scenario Technique, Phase A, Architecture Vision, Architecture Content Framework, Stakeholder Management, Togaf Content Metamodel, Architecture Implementation Support Technique, Phase B, Business Architecture, Phase C, Information Systems Architectures, Data Architecture, Phase C, Information Systems Architectures, Application Architecture, Togaf Foundation Architecture, the TRM Level 2, the Integration Information Infrastructure Reference Model Level 2, Phase D, Technology Architecture, Migration Planning Techniques, Phase E, Opportunities and Solutions, Phase F, Migration Planning, Phase G, Implementation Governance, Phase H, Architecture Change Management, ADM Architecture Requirements Management, Architecture Partitioning, the Architecture Repository, Guidelines for Adapting the ADM, Iteration and Levels, Guidelines for Adapting the ADM Security, Architecture Maturity Models, and the Architecture Skills Framework. Level 1 exam requirements are: for Level 1 TAG Togaf 9 Foundation, your requirements are the exam itself is a multiple choice. It has 40 questions, you have 60 minutes. It is supervised and it is not open book, so 40 questions just over a minute per question. It gives you enough time to go through. You just pace yourself and go with the flow. Right. If you know the material, you should be able to get through this pretty good. Of course this is Level 2. The tag is Togaf 9 certified. The requirements are either stepwise development, in which case Level 2 requires passing 2 examinations. Exam 1 is identical to the Level 1 examination, and then leads to Level 9 Foundation as an intermediate step or direct Level 2. Passing the single exam of Togaf 9 Combined Part 1 and 2 and leads only to the Togaf 9 Certified. So, you will be doing both exams back to back, one after the next. So, let's look at Level 2 stepwise development. In Level 2, of course the tag is Togaf 9 Certified. Your requirements are Exam 1. Exam type is the multiple choice. It has 40 questions, 60 minutes. Supervised yes. Open book no. Exam 2 however. Complex multiple choice scenario based questions. There are 8 questions, you got 90 minutes for this. It is supervised but you also have an open book. So you would have access to the Togaf standard. Of course level is Level 2. Tag is Togaf 9 certified. The requirements, Togaf 9 Combined Part 1 and 2. The exam types, it has 2 sections in a single exam corresponding to the Togaf 9 Part 1 and Part 2 exams. So, Section 1 is exactly like Level 1 exam. So it has multiple choice 40 questions and 60 minutes. Section 2 will come right after Section 1. Complex multiple choice scenario based. It has 8 questions, you have got 90 minutes. The total time of the exams are 150 minutes. Yes, it is supervised. Open book is dependent on the section. So no in Section 1, yes in Section 2. So in Section 2, you would then have access to an electronic version of the Togaf 9.2 document. Each section must be passed in order to obtain an overall pass mark. If you fail a section, then no certification is awarded. However, you only need retake the examination corresponding to the failed section. Also, you must wait 1 month before a retake. So, when you go in, you gotta be sure, if you go through the course, and you go through the material and so on, do all the reading, you will be successful. Within 6 working days of receipt of the exam results, you will receive an email from the open group, and be invited to log in to complete your certification. You may download and print your certificate. You can adjust your registry entry to make it public, so the default is to be confidential. You will be invited to opt into the open group badging program to receive a digital credential in addition to the certificate. This has been Togaf certification for the People program. Thank you for your time.